Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in a new country, which is Morocco. I've never been to Africa before, so I'm really excited about that. And this is also a solo travel trip, so I'll be able to give you some viewpoints on what that's like. But my first stop in the country is Marrakesh. I managed to get direct flights from Edinburgh to there for super cheap, so that's why I'm here basically. I thought I could maybe spend the day with you, show you what I get up to for one day in Marrakesh, show you the things that I do, show you the kind of food I eat, and maybe give you some solo travel tips. But first stop this morning, I've just woken up in my hostel. It's such a beautiful hostel. It's called the Central House Marrakesh. I'll show you around a bit, but I definitely recommend staying here if you're a solo female traveller, and it's so beautiful. I'll go downstairs and show you the pool area downstairs and the bar and show you what my room's like. I'm staying in an 8-bed dorm because that's the kind of cheapest option, and I'm travelling as a backpacker, so want to make it as cheap as possible. So a bit of background on Morocco. It was actually colonised in 1912 to 1956 by the French and the Spanish, but the one thing I love about Marrakesh so far is that it's got its own unique decor. I feel like other countries I've been to that have been colonised, you can see a lot of the influence from their colonisers, whereas I feel like Marrakesh have kept that kind of unique, bright Art Deco style, and it's so lovely just to walk around and experience all that. The Moroccan architecture and design is really prominent when you walk through the souks. These are basically the markets over here. They're so colourful, there's lots of sellers trying to sell you everything from pottery, jewellery, rugs, art, food, drinks, fresh fruit, everything. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'll walk through that this morning, and then I'm on my way to a place called Le Jardin Secret, so you can see the French influence there because it's in French. Le Jardin Secret. That's my attempt at a French accent, very bad. But yeah, I'll be walking through one of the souks towards that, so I'll show you what the style is like, and then I can check in when I arrive at Le Jardin Secret. It's basically a botanical garden with the kind of Islamic features, and it's meant to be really beautiful to walk around. And on the way there, I'll stop and get some breakfast so I can show you what I'm having for breakfast today as well. But I thought it'd be good just to show you what it's like on a typical day as a backpacker, a solo female traveller, spending the day in Marrakesh. So I'm currently walking through one of the souks on the way to grab a coffee before going to the garden. Look how colourful and beautiful it is. Secured my breakfast, a coffee. It was 20 dirhams, which is about, I think, £1.50 UK money. I'm now heading to Le Jardin Secret, which is just next to the coffee shop, which was lovely, proper coffee. I'm now inside Le Jardin Secret. The entry to this was 140 dirhams. That included entry to the garden as well as a tour up the tower, which I'm doing in about half an hour. So I'll wander around the gardens first, but this kind of will show you what I was saying earlier about how they've kept their traditional architecture. One of the common places to stay in Marrakesh is one of the traditional riads, and this is one of the oldest, largest riads in Marrakesh. A riad is basically an Arab style of architecture where you've got 4 really high walls, and then in the middle is an oasis, usually filled with plants. So the Jardin Secret has 2 of these riad areas. So yeah, I'll show you around. It's a good place to come and wander and see the plants. So you can see the 4 walls. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's a massive green oasis in the middle, full of loads of plants, cactuses, or cacti should I say, sorry. And yeah, it's a really peaceful, beautiful place. You can hear the birds chirping. It's a lovely place to come visit. It might sound a bit silly, but I love the colour of the tiles here and the design of them. You see so many of these tiles back home in people's homes or in like restaurants, places like that. So you can see how the influence over here can be seen even back home in the UK. Now in the second part of the garden, which is much bigger than the first part, but again it has the traditional 4 walls with an oasis essentially at the middle. 1 wall, 2 walls, 3 walls, and 4. I have wandered around the garden and now I'm going to go up the tower. You have to pay additional to go up the tower, but hopefully we get a good view out of it. This is the tower. For free you can actually come up to this balcony bit where you get a good view of the full riad garden, so maybe you don't need the extra tour, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get some facts and information about the history of the place. But this is the view from up in the terrace. I'm here at the top of the tower, so I'll show you the view from the top. Finished with my tour up the tower. I was the only person on the tour, so it did feel a bit awkward vlogging. You can see like all the gardens from like just paying the normal entry fee, so I probably would say going up the tower isn't really that worth it unless you really want to, but you did get a cool view of the city. I think that's me finished with my tour around the garden, so I'll check back in when I know what I'm doing next. It's now time for some more food. I've stopped in at a little cafe called Ate Cafe, I think that's how you pronounce it. I've just ordered some Moroccan bruschetta. It's got like a tomato one, a guacamole one, a mixed veg one, so I'll show you what that looks like. And I also got a mint tea because they are obsessed with their tea here. They love their tea. I was in a restaurant yesterday where the guy did the cool trick where he pours the tea from really high up, so I'll insert a clip of what that's like. This cafe is so nice. It's got a rooftop, the sun's beaming. I'll show you what the cafe is like. Got my mint tea. test time. It's like a hot mojito. I love mint, so yummy. And here's the bruschetta. With 2 vegetable, well, they're all vegetarian actually. Mixed vegetables, tomato and avocado. Looks so yum. Time for a taste test. Avocado. Let's try the veg one. It's like a mix of aubergines, tomato and onion. So good. I love all the fresh like roasted vegetables that you get over here. Not sure what this one is. Looks like some tomato relish with aubergine grilled. I thought I'd use this time here just to touch a little on the solo female travel, which I mentioned in the start of the vlog. I would say I feel completely safe travelling here myself. Obviously you need to like have your wits about you, and like it is a Muslim country, so for one, when I'm walking around, like I'll have my shirt on and my longer trousers just to be respectful to their culture and not draw attention to myself. Again, like I wouldn't walk about late at night completely by myself, and I just like make sure I don't allow myself to get into sticky situations. But I feel totally safe here in Marrakesh. I would recommend any solo female traveller to go, and the one tip would be to stay in a hostel. The Central House hostel that I'm staying at, there's so many solo travellers there, so it's really easy to meet new people, meet new friends. There's like social areas and activities that they plan. So yeah, I would say like it's so worth doing, and you get all the perks of being able to choose exactly what you want to do each day, the exact places you want to eat at, and you get to design your trip by yourself. You feel accomplished because you've managed to do the whole thing independently. So yeah, I would highly recommend solo female travelling and feel completely safe here. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm more than happy to answer them. Now I'm going to tuck into my food and I'll catch up with you in a bit. That's me finished at lunch, and I thought I'd show you a bit more of the souks. A lot of them were closed this morning when I was walking around, but they're all now open, so it's basically people selling things, and yeah, it's really cool. The main thing to do at the souks is to try and bargain. So a lot of people go there and try and like negotiate. They said at the hotel that you should really, whatever price they say is the price of something, you should go like half and then try and bargain with them, because it's known that they, I guess, make the price really high. So yeah, I actually did that yesterday and got like a wee makeup bag, because my makeup bag had burst on the plane, like all the products had burst, so I had to get a new one. So I did some bargaining then. So yeah, I'd recommend you definitely to go to the souks. There's so much vibrancy, colours, there's loads of people like selling things, and you can try your bargaining skills yourself. I'm just walking to my next stop of the day, which is Le Jardin Majorel. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but it's about a 30-minute walk from the main Medina. It's actually a really nice walk because it's mainly locals here, so you get to see them going about their daily lives, which is lovely to see. I'm here at Le Jardin Majorelle, which was originally starting to be built in 1922 by a famous French painter with the last name Majorelle. But I think about 40 years later it was at risk of getting bought over by hotel developers. So Yves Saint Laurent bought it, and it's this massive oasis with loads of plants. It's like, I think, the biggest botanical garden in Morocco. There's loads of different, I guess, exotic plants and lots of colourful decor. It's really cool. I did have to wait quite long in the queue to get in, even though I'd booked a ticket online, so just prepare for that, I guess. To see the unique blue and yellow bright colours of the palace against the green plants, which really makes us so special and eye-catching, and a really good place to visit to get some cool photos and learn more. This is where Yves Saint Laurent got a lot of his inspiration from as well for his designs. You can see some of his artwork. That's me just finished at Le Jardin Majorelle. It was so busy, so I did have a bit of stage fright with the filming. I don't think I mentioned earlier, but it was about 150 dirhams for the ticket, which is maybe 12 to 15 pounds, euros or dollars. So it's not super cheap, but it's a really nice garden to walk in. You can see why Yves Saint Laurent got so much inspiration there, just the vibrancy of the colours, the uniqueness of it. It's a huge place as well. So yeah, it was a really nice place to visit, and I think I was in there for about an hour and a half. So I've got the rest of the day to play with. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to head back to the main Medina right now where I'm staying. It's about a 30-minute walk, and then I'll check in when I next know what I'm doing. So I'm currently on my way to Bahia Palace, so let's go to the palace. So that's me inside Bahia Palace now. The entrance was, I think, 70 dirhams, which is maybe about £6 UK money. We're currently in the initial rehab, and then we'll be going in the main palace area. So I'll take you along and show you what it's like. But you can see the cool architecture. So pretty. And then there's loads of orange trees as well. Very peaceful. And it was built by the king in the 19th century, as I guess his home or his palace. So I'm now in the main part of the palace where you can see the really vibrant white walls and then the distinct colourful tiles. Such beautiful architecture. We're not sure exactly where like the furniture and stuff is, I'm guessing because no one's living here right now. It's completely empty, but when it was a palace it would have been heavily furnished and this would have been the main kind of central area where people would gather. But it's lovely to see and to see the kind of traditional Riyadh style of architecture. So the last part wasn't actually the main part. I'm guessing this is the main part because it's like double the size. It's so pretty though. Hello. Hello. Upstairs, do you think? That's me finished at the palace and now it's time for some dinner. I've stopped at a place called Roti Dior. It was recommended by one of the reception staff at the hostel. It's kind of like a Mexican, I guess like Moroccan twist place. So I've ordered a shawarma and a fresh juice. It's like a really cool restaurant, like the vibes are so nice. I'll show you what it looks like. So we're on a rooftop and yeah, it's got cool views as well. I mean, it does kind of look like a building site, but so I've got an orange and ginger smoothie. The prices here are actually a lot cheaper than other places I've seen in Marrakesh. For the shawarma, it's only 30 dirham, which is about just under £3 UK money, and then the smoothie was roughly the same price. Everywhere else I've been going has been a lot more expensive than that, so this is a good place if you're a bit tighter on your budget, I guess. Yeah.
I love a photography.
And that's me back in basically the same spot I was in this morning. I'm back at the hotel now after a very busy day with lots of walking. I did like 25,000 steps, so the legs are feeling it a bit. But hopefully this gave you a good insight into what Marrakesh is like. It's basically a really colourful, vibrant city. There's lots to do in regards to walking around, seeing museums, seeing the kind of history and the decor. It's really cool how bright and colourful the place is, and hopefully that's been evident through this video. So I thought I'd just show you what it's like spending a day as a solo female traveller in Marrakesh and showing you that it's completely safe and it's great to be able to come here on your own. You feel super independent and accomplished that you've been able to do something like this all by yourself. So it's about 7 PM now, the sun's setting, and I'm going to spend my evening at the hostel. They've arranged a quiz night, so that's a really good way to meet other solo travellers. So I definitely recommend staying in a hostel if you are solo travelling, and it's so easy to make friends when you're here. Everyone's in the same boat, and yeah, it's great meeting people from all over the world, which is one of my favourite parts of solo travelling. But yeah, hopefully this has given you some inspiration to go solo travelling yourself and to explore the beautiful, colourful, vibrant city that is Marrakesh. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you, bye!